In this video, we are going to demonstrate how to submit 24-hour notices in the new EFS web application. A 24-hour notice is required from all committee types for any contribution or loan received which exceeds $1,000, whose transaction date falls between the cutoff date of the 11-day pre-election report and the date of the election. This allows for almost immediate transparency to the public about contributions and loans given to candidates and committees in the final days of a campaign. This requirement applies to all primary, general, and special elections. In the new EFS web application, by submitting a 24-hour notice, the transaction is automatically added to your post-election report draft. For this video, we will be working in the File a Disclosure Report page from the main navigation at the top of the screen. We will start by using the sidebar navigation to filter. First, confirm that the filer ID, filer type, and candidate/committee name are correct. Next, select the report year from the drop-down menu corresponding with the report you wish to file. Election type auto-populates. Then, select the appropriate report type from the drop-down menu. We select primary. The election date auto-populates. Select the disclosure type from the drop-down menu. We select 24-hour notice. The from date and to date fields will auto-populate, showing the filer the applicable date range for the 24-hour notice reporting. Once all filters are chosen, select Apply to create the report. Using the Transaction Type drop-down menu, select the contribution or loan type that applies. For our example, we are disclosing a contribution from an individual. Select Monetary Contributions received from individuals and partnerships, and then select Apply. Select the Add New Transaction button to begin entering a transaction. A new dialog box opens. The question, "Is transaction itemized?" is grayed out, and the answer defaults to yes. Enter the date the contribution is received or select it from the calendar provided. Then, you will select the contributor type from the drop-down menu. For this example, we are using an individual, but this is also where you would disclose funds from other people, such as the candidate, candidate's spouse, and candidate's family, as well as entities such as partnerships and sole proprietorships. Next, enter the name and address of the contributor in the fields provided. If this is a contributor you have entered into the web application before, the fields will populate upon selection from the drop-down menu. Next, select the method of payment from the drop-down menu and input a check number if applicable. You will then disclose the amount of the contribution. Please note that the explanation field can be used to provide any other information. The asterisks indicate what fields are required for saving the transaction. Select the Save button, and the statement "Transaction saved successfully" appears in a new dialog box. Select OK to close. Transactions will populate in the table on the page as they are entered after the Add Edit Transaction dialog box is closed. The status column in the table will display pending in the transactions row. Highlight the transaction in the table, and then select the Submit Transaction button at the top of the page. A dialog box opens stating "Transaction submitted successfully." This 24-hour notice transaction has also been posted to the unsubmitted version of the committee's itemized post-election disclosure report. Select OK to close. There is now a date and timestamp in the submission column in the table on the page for this transactions row. As always, staff at the New York State Board of Elections is always happy and ready to assist you. Our campaign finance call center may be reached at 518-474-8200. For technical assistance, our IT help desk may be reached at 518-473-5400. 4803.